Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another regularly scheduled You've Already Peaked Gaming Podcast, the 51st, featuring your hosts, Locarthemanbeast, and also featuring me,
DjLobsterDust. It's you. Hi, bud.
Hey, man.
So if it looks like I'm on methamphetamines for this entire podcast,
You're very zippy.
I am absolutely on methamphetamine. So I took tonight niacin. Do you know what niacin is?
Yeah.
Okay, so like B3 complex and stuff like that. Taking this stuff, we're doing this fucking diet, right? And I told you it was crash course, dude. I'm dropping weight. I'm gonna do whatever is necessary. So I made myself
I had tacos tonight.
I'm working on this hard, dude. So I took the niacin. I had I bought a juicer, a Hamilton Beach juicer.
We did drink banana juice.
We did drink banana juice.
That's the one thing that I just kept coming back to. Out of all the things, like, you didn't drink the cum juice?
Nope, didn't touch it. Ate a fuck ton of pizza though. But I made myself my apple and banana drink, and or not apple and banana, apple and carrots or whatever.
Apple and bananas.
Bananas, and I took my niacin, and so I looked at the back of the supplement bottle, and it was like, take 2 of them or whatever. I was like, okay, cool, whatever. Fucking 10 minutes after I took these things, all of a sudden, like fucking super flush in the face. Like I'm still kind of red. Like look at this. Like,
oh
yeah, right. So I was like, holy shit! Like I think I'm dying. Like there's something like my skin fucking hurt and burned. Like it was just like super flush, hella quick. I was like, whoa, like it's super awkward. Maybe it was something. Like maybe I had too much citric acid or something like that. And I was looking up the niacin. Like recommended dosage for niacin is like something like 50 to 100 milligrams or whatever. These supplements are 250 a pop. So taking 2 of them is 500 milligrams.
You almost tripled up.
Yeah. So it's what it's called is I looked it up. So I was like, because I was like, well, am I dying? Do I need to go to the hospital? Like, is this how I go out? Like middle of the podcast, I just stroke out. I come to find out it's what's called a niacin flush. And apparently people do this shit all the time. It's something that's like good for the body.
I love feeling like this.
Yeah, well, I guess
good for the body.
Apparently there's 2 sides of it. It's like, if you're having rapid heart rate, nausea, and you're like fucking dying or whatever, like obviously not good. But a niacin flush is good because what it does is it increases the blood vessels in the body and allows blood to pump through those blood vessels better. That's why you get super flush. So it's actually a positive thing. Not all the time, but just like on small doses or whatever. So, okay, cool. So I guess I'm not dying. It's fine. But I also feel like I smoked a shit ton of PCP and I'm just ready to go fucking Superman through the streets right now. Like I'm just so pumped of energy. And I was like, this is probably not what I should have done at 9 o'clock at night. But here we are.
I'm kind of feeling like maybe I should try a nice flush.
Bro, it's actually, my legs are kind of tingly. Like it's a weird sensation to have. Like I am not overly comfortable with it. I do feel like good. Like I feel good for the most part. I think that's a brain coping with the fact like, hey, this is your last night on Earth. Pure bliss.
That one dopamine hit before. And we're turning off the lights.
Exactly. But yeah, bro, you were like 10 minutes before podcast. I was like, okay, cool. Had you not said that,
okay, cool.
I was gonna go hop in the shower and like take like a cold shower because that's what I feel like my body needs right now. It's just to like bring the temperature down just a little bit.
Jesus.
Yeah, dude, it's weird. It's weird. It's not okay. Have you ever taken like pre-workout?
Yeah.
You know how you get the tingles from pre-workout?
Oh yeah.
That times like 50 is what this is.
Mm,
I started to get the
before that.
tingles. Started to get the tingles. I was like, oh, it's like pre-workout. And then I was like, holy shit, something's not right. Oh,
And then
Christ.
on the other side of the spectrum, there's me.
Tacos.
Fucking tacos and like just a shit day.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't remember what pre-workout it was, but there was one, and I think Will told me about it, so I bought it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's illegal now. But that shit was like a scoop and a half, and I took it, and I remember like I used to like warm up on the treadmill.
Uh-huh.
So I just like kind of like get warm, and then like you just fixate on like one spot on a wall. And then next thing you know, like your legs really hurt. You don't know how many songs you've listened to, and you look down, you're like, oh my God, I've ran 6 miles. And like, but you still feel like good. Like you don't have the jelly legs.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going. Fucking, I don't need pre-workout.
Bro.
I mean, I probably do, but I'm staying away from all of those.
Yeah, I'm telling you,
It's scary.
It's legal amphetamines, bro. Like it's wild, man.
We're gonna find out that mixing bananas and apples with niacin literally is pseudoephedrine.
Well, they were saying specifically like to reduce flush, like you take aspirin or whatever, but like because I'm on this new medication for my back, like there's like in bold letters like do not mix with aspirin. Okay, cool, whatever. But they were also like eating apples is really good because the natural like glucose and sugars that are in apples helps reduce.
Do not mix with aspirin. It will make this feel like meth. Well,
all right,
I'm already there. Double up.
So yeah, that was my last fucking hour. I was just like, I think I'm gonna die. I think this is how I go. It's like I wrote a quick little will. I said no one gets anything.
I wrote a quick little Will, and then Will replied, "What's up?"
Yeah. But I'm
Wow.
So number 51, dude, we made it. We did our live podcast.
We did.
And it was really good.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I was dying.
Yeah, you were. I mean,
I was dying on the way down. I was like, I can pull it together for this. During the podcast, I was dying. Thank you, everybody, for coming in
seriously
and dealing with us.
Seriously. So I figured out a couple things. So I figured out why there was a delay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rewatching it. Exclamation point, please. No, they already said chicken. They said chicken. Go back to please. Go back to please.
There's apparently a setting in YouTube that is a latency setting, but it doesn't specify exactly what the latency is designed for. And it's basically like if you do ultra low latency, it just gets rid of the
lag,
the delay, basically. And then I figured out why the quality was so bad too. Apparently when I set up the stream and we ran it through YouTube originally and then ran it back through OBS had brought the bitrate down. And so when we saw it on OBS, it looked fine because it's capping for the 1080 to 1080, but the upload was at a lower rate. And we wouldn't have known that had we, because we didn't go live beforehand to test it. So shit happens. This is what it is.
Well, the 100th episode will look great, guys.
69th.
60. Ooh. Better mark our calendars now.
Yeah, seriously, right? Well, I mean, we don't have to do it in person, but we could definitely do it live.
Yeah.
What is this picture you sent me?
Oh, that's my day.
Oh, you're a fucking engineer now? What is happening?
I had a whole you work into this.
Okay.
My day, I mean, it was busy. I had a lot of patients and stuff. And my last patient, I bring her down, start going, give contrast, 2 scans left, the whole thing. And there was little like quirks here and there while I'm scanning.
Right.
But then it's just not scanning. And then an error code pops up that says, please untangle cords to reduce risk of intense fire. I was like, I've never seen any pop up that says intense fire on it. And then I noticed like the room's overheating and stuff. I'm like, oh my god, no. So I get like one sequence of contrast, which you want 3, but like the machine shuts off. I go in the back, it's blowing like 90-degree air. I'm like, oh fuck. There's a big fuck up if this goes wrong.
Sure.
Call my supervisor, she calls her supervisor, who calls their supervisor. We've got like 6 people, and we're just resetting anything that we see. Like, just hit it. Just like try to get it to stop blowing hot air. Try to get like the temperatures to come back to like a normal zone. We start going around, we're calling and talking, and this picture that I sent you controls all of our heating and air conditioning to the whole unit, which keeps it at the temperature.
Okay, gotcha.
Do you remember that game that we played where you had to talk to me about what wires to cut and what patterns?
Yeah.
I shit you not, for a fucking hour, this guy, I was all, I don't see red. And he's like, no, like, so there's like red wires that go to this one. I was like, I am colorblind. Get that out. I sent him this picture, and I was all, I need you to tell me how many from the top, how many from the side.
Right.
You don't get to tell me what color, because this will fuck up. And I had to go through and talk with this guy as I'm pressing all these different buttons, checking different connections. And the entire time I was just giggling. I was like, "It's gonna be great for the podcast."
Yeah. Fuck. So was it the condenser that gave up, or what?
Still to be determined, but it looks like there was a pressure sensor that had frayed at a connection that got oil dripped on it, that made it short, that then told the machine that it was going to explode, so the machine was overcompensating to keep it safe, which then made it dangerous.
Cool.
Yeah.
Fuck Reading, man.
Telling me.
I will not do any medical stuff up there. From all the stories I've heard, it sounds dangerous, man.
No, but I'm cool.
Yeah. You're fine.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, man, indeed.
You work tomorrow?
No.
You're off? You gonna play Hogwarts all day?
I'm off. Oh, God, I want to, dude. I want you so bad. I've actually, like, stayed away from watching anybody that's streaming it, anything like that. I want it to all be a surprise. Yeah,
I am surprised that I've actively missed it. I think I turned it on at one point. Someone was streaming it. I'm trying to think of who was streaming it.
I was watching Mr. Gibbons this morning, and then like 10 minutes into his stream, he's all, "I'm going to Hogwarts."
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, fuck." Like, sorry, man, gotta go.
Yeah, I think I watched Vinny from Vine Sauce play a little bit of it, and I turned it off once he was like doing some storyline stuff, and I was like, I don't really want to see it. I just want to see how the game looked and how it ran, because I guess my biggest thing too right now is like I'm trying to figure out if this developer actually did a good job or not, because I think we might have talked about it on one of the podcasts prior, is that the last game this company did was Cars 3. So it's like, did we talk about this?
I don't think so.
I don't remember if it. So the developer that's doing this game was originally acquired by Disney Interactive a while back. Do you remember that stupid fucking game, the Disney Infinity game, where it was like, it's like for the PS4, PS3 or whatever, where there's like little amiibo fucking characters that you could put on a thing and it would like transport them into it. It was a kid's game. And so like as you played the game, you could stick these little characters on this little pad, and the pad would like read a QR code or something, and it would upload that character into the game, and you could do stuff with it. It was really, really, really profitable at a certain point. But the problem was that Disney Interactive shut down. They closed. Disney was like, we're not doing this anymore. And so they shut down their studio. And then that developer company that was doing that basically got dissolved. It was done. And then
just back for a one-off with Harry Potter.
Well, no, then WB had acquired the company through bankruptcy assets or whatever it came out to. They purchased a bunch of stuff that was Disney Interactive, and then kind of put the band back together in a sense. They came back in and made Cars 3, was like their last like hurrah push. and then made this Harry Potter game. So like we're talking about like a big AAA title that's supposed to be like, it is literally one of the first like big Harry Potter things since like what, Harry Potter 1 or 2 for like the PlayStation 1 or 2 or what, way back in the day.
I saw a stat that on Steam alone, it's not even released yet, and it already has
500,000.
over 500,000 people playing it once.
So I had it pre-ordered. So I've had it since Wednesday, downloaded and ready to go, but I haven't, or wait, what's today? Today's Thursday. So
It's Thursday.
So Tuesday? I don't remember. It was like 72 hours that you could play if you had pre-ordered it. So it's been on my computer, but I haven't sat down to play it at all. I think one of the reasons was I was trying to determine if I was going to actually do like an actual playthrough of the game, like start to finish, like just cut them at 30-minute time periods or 45-minute time periods or whatever, and just fucking actually play the game. And then I was also kind of waiting for everybody else because I didn't want to upload something to the channel knowing that people weren't going to be playing the game until maybe Friday, since, you know, some people hadn't pre-ordered it. So I was like, I'll just wait for everybody at the same time. That way I can kind of record, talk to people, see what's going on with it, and then have the uploads kind of go in tandem with while they're playing. So that way it's kind of a cool thing to like watch and be like, oh, I didn't see that. Or I did something completely different, or that's a cool idea to do it like that. So
yeah,
that's kind of why I was like holding off a little bit. So we'll see how it all goes, but it looks good.
I'm going to go full Hufflepuff. And then I'm going to just immediately drop out of school and run into the fucking Dark Woods or 100 Acre Woods or whatever the fuck it's called. And I'm just going to devote myself to being an evil wizard. Nobody's ever heard of an evil Hufflepuff.
Yeah.
Nah.
Has anybody actually heard of any Hufflepuffs?
It's Cedric Diggory, and he's dead. You know why? Because fuck him, that's what. Oh, I didn't bring... My wand's over there. I was supposed to bring my wand. Fucking. I'm actually kind of bummed for it.
Yeah.
It bums me out that I hope like somewhere down the road that they do like kind of like an online, I don't know how, if it's like just like Grand Theft Auto, like you get through school, all right, now here's the wizard world, and it's just like this fucking playground where it's like we get to do whatever we want.
I mean, they have like the in-game stuff where it seems like there's like at least some of the stuff that they were showing.
Single player, isn't it?
Yeah, but I was saying like if you wanted to do a multiplayer aspect, like do like a fucking wizarding tournament or a PvP realm. And just have people like jump in and fucking duel with one another. Yeah. Or fucking like a Quidditch game with friends online and shit like that. That'd be kind of cool. Honestly, I don't think there's any multiplayer because again, I don't think that the developers like
thought it was gonna get this much.
This is a fucking big game. I think that they were like, what's the biggest thing you've done? Cars 3. Like, let's just get the groundwork down. Laughing. Yeah. Let's just make sure you have a game available. I guess there have been some bugs. There has been some optimization issues with the game, but for the most part, everybody's having fun with it. Did you see the he who must not be named website? So someone out there, all the hate that's coming off of this, because apparently if you purchase this game and want to play it, you support transphobia.
Yeah,
it's fucking wild. But there's a website that basically allows you to type in a Twitch streamer's name to find out if they've played the game or not, so you can put them on your cancel card for bingo.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, dude, it's brutal, man. It's brutal.
How many people are out there like actually like fucking like going hard in the paint? You know, they're like, you're playing Harry Potter. Ugh. How many?
Enough of them. I mean, obviously it's not doing anything because there's 500,000 people playing this fucking game. But the idea that people will rally to anything. I think that's what bugs me the most, is that you know, a group of people scream loud enough on the internet and then it sparks this whole fucking thing that just explodes everywhere. There's a guy, I think I sent the TikTok to Sean and Aaron and Pad today, but it was like he was making a video or whatever, and he was like, yeah, totally understandable that you feel this way about this, but why aren't you boycotting like, Orlando fucking Universal Studios where they have the whole Hogwarts castle and everything out there? Why aren't you like boycotting like Nintendo, since she makes a ton of money off of that? Why aren't you boycotting Lego where she makes a ton of money off of that? Like, why is it just the game? And not only just the game, but you're attacking individual people. And like, he's like, his whole thing was like, some people out there aren't looking at the whole grand scope of like, this supports transphobia or whatever the hell it is. And even at the same point in time, it's not like really transphobia or whatever, because even she was talking about it. It's like, she I don't know. It's such a fucking deep road to go down on this whole thing. But again, the whole thing is like, he's like, there are some people that are just like, I want to play a fucking Harry Potter game. That's what I want to do. I just want to go fucking be a wizard for a little bit. And it's like, that's all I want to do. I want to go zap some shit and fight ogres and trolls and shit. And
my dad asked me what I wanted to be when I grew up. I said a Tyrannosaurus Rex. He said, that's stupid, son. You can never be. I roam around the backyard. Oh, fuck.
Stop acting like a fucking idiot. Oh, God.
Oh, man.
So, I'm excited. I just can't wait to be canceled because we want to play it.
Fucking do it.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I hope it'll be good. I'm going Slytherin. I'm doing it.
But you're gonna be good, huh?
Hell no.
Slytherin and be like the goody two shoe.
Hell no.
10-point Slytherin. Good job for tattletaling.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna win this fucking house cup.
Come on, guys. Just knock it off. So what if he's a chosen one? We gotta do our schoolwork.
Oh, man.
Oh, I've said it a million times. Like, if Star Wars universe was real and I had a chance to be a Jedi, I would absolutely be a Sith. There's no getting around that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, don't they look in black?
I mean, all I wear is black.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's just something more intimidating about a red lightsaber, you know?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Fucking lightsaber turns on. Ooh, teal. Good job, Lisa Frey. Remember those fucking like coloring books?
Yeah.
Oh, look at yours. Yours is bright green. Wow. And then red comes on. You're like, yeah, fuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shit.
Me and Cliff have been playing Lego Star Wars. Yeah. It is okay. First off, it is a lot of fun. Let me explain to you why it's fun. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
First off, it's a video game and you don't need to play fucking the best AAA game out there or whatever it comes out to. The writing in these fucking games is top tier humor. I am telling you right now, the humor that is written in these fucking games is beyond good. It is so fucking good. We were laughing so much. There's a point where, okay, do you remember in the prequel movies, episode 1, where Queen Amidala goes to Boss Nass, like out in the Gungan, like out in Naboo or whatever, and she goes to talk or whatever, and she's like, no, I'm Queen Amidala. So she they're like talking or whatever, like, who is this? Oh, I'm Queen of the Naboo, blah, 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 blah. And she's like, no, I'm sorry, I'm Queen Amidala. Like, I use this person as a decoy or whatever. And the game is like, I'm Queen Amidala. And then it's like another person pops up. It's like, no, I'm Queen Amidala. And there's like, it does it like 5 or 6, 7 times. It's like some dude with a beard, like, no, I'm Queen Amidala. And it's just so funny. Like, it is so good. The writing in that game is so funny. And it's just, I recommend it to any person who enjoys a little bit of humor and like a simple, easy game. It's got puzzles that are kind of difficult, but not like overly hard because it's made for children. Fun gameplay, interesting like little things, and the fucking collectibles in that game, it is massive. You could waste hundreds and hundreds of hours collecting all the shit in that game. It's fun. It's just fun. I'm gonna make a couple videos out of it. I've been recording, so we're gonna have some videos come out for that. God, you're so in a bubble, man. You gotta branch out. You gotta start playing other things.
I want to play Star Citizen.
Yeah.
That video I sent you, those two.
Yeah, just going through.
Just,
So it's like she like pulls back real quick. She almost smashes it over. Then they fucking twirl out and go. I was like, oh my god, it's so sick.
the anxiety of just that, like, what's it say when you're going to hit something? It's like critical,
collision.
proximity or something like that, like collision alert.
Yeah,
like hers was just going off
Yeah.
the entire time,
Yes.
and just like I couldn't hear it, but I could hear it and feel myself like pulling back.
When she pulled up over the top of the hill, almost crashing the dude, and then dipped back down. I literally in my chair was like this, like, and I was watching on my phone. I went like this. I was like, holy shit, man.
Yeah.
We've got to do it. Apparently people have been loving the 1.8 patch.
The new patch.
Yeah. 4.0 is supposed to be out right around the corner somewhere. Like they're working in, well, yeah.
It's perfect for our cycle that we'll get on and it'll wipe fucking 2 weeks later. Ugh.
As long as they don't take money. I think I still have like 15 million on the in the game right now. It's enough to get us a couple ships and fuck around. I think I can get us. I think a C2, the Hercules or whatever, is only like 3.5. That'll give us enough.
Do some cargo runs.
Yeah, just make some money back up.
Let's see here. What did I download? Oh, Hi-Fi Rush.
Yeah, I got to download it too.
I downloaded it. I saw somebody playing it, and then they sent it to me. It looks kind of sick.
It looks super sick. It's interesting that it got a ton of praise, and some people were saying like it's one of those games that kind of hits home where you don't need to have the best AAA graphics or like the craziest newest tech, where you can just give people
Keep it simple.
Yeah, keep it simple, stupid, right? Like that whole idea is like good fucking music, good audio, cool gameplay, and like kind of a little bit of nostalgia hit for looking like almost like a PS2 game or whatever.
Yeah.
And I guess it's just been when it came out, it blew up. It was everywhere. And it was a sleeper. It came out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
Cause is that a Microsoft game? I know it's on Game Pass and on
Game Pass. I don't know if it's Microsoft.
Publishers, yeah, Tango Gameworks and Bethesda.
Oh, Bethesda. Yeah.
Bethesda. Tango Gameworks. And this is cool too because it's guys that are based out of Tokyo too. So it's got a very big, like, it reminds me of a lot of like Jet Set Radio.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I was trying to think of that. Oh my god.
The more I watch it, the more I see like
throwback.
Yeah, dude, Jet Set is such a good game, dude. Just grinding around on rails and fucking inline skates and shit. So Hi-Fi Rush, the guys that did Ghostwire Tokyo and The Evil Within are the guys that did this game. Did you ever play The Evil Within?
It sounds super familiar.
It's very Resident Evil like, kind of horror based. It's actually a really cool game. I didn't play.
Is it kind of like Faz, too?
It's very story driven.
Story driven.
Yeah, very very RPG like. Well, not RPG, but like.
I swear, I think I saw Rylix playing it one time.
Really?
Because he went through like scary game stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think I saw. The name sounds super familiar.
Yeah, you'd know it if you saw the main character. Like you'd know which game it is. He's probably the only. I mean, maybe not, but it's
like statues covered in blood, like turning and going down, like fucking, like hidden like staircases to different. Is it set in kind of like a almost like Victorian manner?
Kind of. There's a bunch of levels. It's a third person game. Was it third person? Third person perspective?
I was pretty drunk when this was happening.
Gotcha.
You're lucky you're getting the information out of me.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is pretty good so far. But yeah, I mean, it's a cool game. It was actually pretty well received when it first came out. That's when the second one was actually well received too. Cool horror game, just cool, interesting, but was not expecting that team that did that to put out Hi-Fi Rush.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because watching Hi-Fi Rush it's so polar opposites, but it looks so good. It looks so good. So I've been sitting on it. I just haven't had time to like sink my teeth into it. You know, there's so many games in our catalog right now that like finding time to actually do stuff is becoming like harder and harder, especially now that like I don't want to pat us on the back or anything, but I definitely feel
we have over 100 subscribers.
No, I definitely the more that we've been engaging in doing these games and playing these games, I feel like the Discord, or at least our friend group, has been around more often, and the collection of games that we have been playing have been just expanding. You know, it's not just Call of Duty or Overwatch anymore. Like we're playing, you know, Ready or Not, we're playing Unrailed, me and Cliff are doing Lego Star Wars. You know, there's just so much stuff. Like I think even right now sitting in the channel, like there's people, I think they're playing the Hogwarts game in the other channel.
Oh, you motherfuckers.
Yeah, I think Pad was streaming it earlier too, so I was like, I had to just stay the fuck away from that. You know, but it's also coming to the point now too where we're like last night, me and Cliff were recording a 2-player game, and Sean popped in and I was like, hey, I'm gonna kick you out because we're in the middle of recording. He's like, oh, I'm sorry, no problem. But like I said, that catalog just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Variety gaming. It's a lot of fun. But I'm also like, I have to block out times where like, sorry guys, I can't play with friends tonight because I have to get some fucking recording done. You know? I think tomorrow night Audrey's going to see Chippendales. What's the movie? Magic Mike. New Magic Mike. She's going out with
There's a new Magic Mike
with Jennifer Lopez. Yeah, but you're not going to see it for Jennifer Lopez. She's gonna be fully clothed the whole movie.
You never know.
I mean,
how old is she? She might want to prove something. So I still got it.
Do you think I give a shit how old she is? We were gonna dunk down on Chrissy Alley, you know? Chrissy Alley.
I'll stop.
We're gonna get in real trouble here. But yeah, so tomorrow night she's gonna be out. So I was like, I'm gonna get a shit ton of recording done. But it's also Friday, you're off. And I know everybody's gonna want a game. So it's like, unless I quit work early and come home, I need to get like a few.
I have appointments throughout the day that I have to go to, and then Saturday morning I have to go take my car in because of that tire pressure sensor.
Did you try filling it up?
Oh, I left your house and I filled it up, and it still didn't go off. And I was like, that's weird. Before I get on 5, I better check it again. Checked it again. Still holding. And there's a part of me that was so terrified. I'm so like hungover, so dead. And I'm making that drive and I'm like, dude, my tire's just going to go low and then sidewall blow out and then I'm going to be stuck. And every 2 exits or every like gas station, if there was like too far, I would pull over and I would go to the air thing and I would just make sure they were full. I probably added an hour and a half to my drive time.
What happened to you, man? You gotta just go with the flow, man.
No,
your heart's gonna explode from all this anxiety.
Yep. my fucking luck. If I would have just go with the flow, blows out flat. Now I'm waiting for AAA for 3 hours while I'm still dying hungover.
You don't have a spare?
I do. I'm not gonna drive that. You can't. I mean, yeah, you can drive 70 miles an hour, but I do 85, 90. And all of my stuff was in the trunk, so I'd have to pull the PC out. Everything would be on the side of the road.
It would be a pain in the ass. It
was raining.
Yeah. Was it raining? I don't remember.
It was raining once I got past Woodland.
I think you text me. You were like, I'm on my way out. I was like, okay, bye. And I was like, well, Brad's gone. I'm going back to bed.
I text you that after spending 30 minutes just looking at like your carpet, just like, do I I could probably take a nap. No, you should go. No, I could just lay down for a second. What's the problem? What's the hurt? No, you should go. Oh man.
So we got all of the giveaway stuff.
Everything is shipped,
dude.
and
Sick.
on its way to our people.
Most of all the stuff. Some of the stuff is coming to me that then we will disperse to the people. Right.
And if it is, I have talked to those peoples.
Good. And I talked to Marie. You talked to Lackey. Cliff.
Did they even come pick up their beautiful gaming jerseys I made them?
No, but we should have taken to them during Chili's. But I just figured once we have all the items, I'll meet up with Sean, because Sean and me are going to be recording Tango, and I don't remember if he said it was this weekend or next.
Such a good game. It's such a good game. The fucking videotape. Yeah. I love every fucking episode.
It's so fantastic, man. It's so.
And I don't even know if it's the game. It might just be Sean opposite you.
Yeah. Oh,
it's such a good dynamic.
It's so funny because now I've been making these episodes, I've been able to see it from his perspective. And so what I'm getting frustrated at Sean for not understanding me, and Sean's getting frustrated at me for not understanding him type of thing. And it's this back and forth. And then I go back and watch, I'm like, it all makes sense.
Oh yeah.
You know, because like the last episode I kept telling him to go up and down, but on his screen he needed to go left and right. Yeah. You know what I mean? So there was a lot of this confusion that went on. And it's like, it's cool because the game forces you to talk, but like we're just shitty at communicating. Like, so it just makes it chaos. But the game's a lot of fun to play. So I don't know how many more missions we have available in that game, but I know that there's we're 4 missions deep, and I know that there's at least 5 or 6 prior to some of the updates that they did, because they did free content updates. So you see, people.
I'm on.
It's all right. You're off tomorrow. You just can't.
I'm on like a Trevor amount of sleep.
Yeah.
I don't know how you get through, but I don't have niacin in my system,
bro. I think I'm. Yeah. Oh yeah. It's going away. Oh yeah. I'm good.
Oh yeah.
I was worried that I was gonna start the podcast. Like, you know how if you ever get flushed like that, you wind up. Well, no, you wind up with hives. I just didn't want to midway through the podcast, all of a sudden just get the cold compress.
Keep rolling.
Just bleeding out of my eyes. So anyway,
just runs in and we have to EpiPen you in the neck.
Pulp Fiction. Oh God. So cool drug. Just remember the fact that the recommended dosage is 50 milligrams and the supplement you get is 250.
And it tells you to take 2.
Yeah. I mean,
you should get some hives, and then you should file a lawsuit. Y'all motherfuckers told me to do this.
I mean, my skin stopped hurting. That's the plus.
Stopped hurting.
It stopped hurting. It was hurting to touch. Like when I touched my skin, I was like, oh my God, things hurt. Like bending my arms and like stretching the skin, I was like, oh my God, this hurts. Yeah. Give you round 2 tomorrow, see if it does the same thing. Because apparently you build up a tolerance to it. I'm getting so thin, Brad. I'm gonna get fucking pencil thin, but it's gonna be because it's
turning into my favorite TikTok that's going around right now is where they're bringing back dumb ways to die. Yeah. So many dumb ways to die. Yours is nice.
Yeah. But I'm gonna be so thin in that casket, baby. You know how much money you'll save because it'll be a nice thin box?
No, it'll be a regular sized box. It'll just be posed like this with a sign. Look how much room I have.
Yeah, exactly. We'll do Kinko's cutouts of my actual body and just put multiple of them in there, make it look like an Oreo container. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
We don't know.
Embalm your real body.
Don't have to. I think by law you have to, right? If we get me in the ground fast enough, we probably don't have to.
No, I mean, aren't I embalming you and basically making you a taxidermy?
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. I think honestly, if we're doing that, I think the whole thing would be you're only saving my skin and skeletal structure. And then I think everything else is getting rid
I'm
of.
saving as much as I possibly
Oh,
can.
yeah.
I don't care about the smell.
Like, that's what I'm telling you. You put a zipper on me and we could just.
It's like where like the glass part of the eyes, you just see like just leaking. Like,
just someone comes by once a week with hairspray just to like stiffen it up.
and I'll be like a fucking, like a grandma. Just tears the skin a little bit. Oh shit! You just got medical tape holding pieces of you together.
We'll make sure I wear a jacket in the pocket. It's got like super glue in it, so you just touch me up.
No, what's that stuff when you kickflip too much and you put a fucking hole in your shoe goo?
Oh, Christ.
You just smear some on, get a lighter real quick, heat it up.
Exactly. Was it you roll it so it just stays nice and tight? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh, fuck.
I want 10 years after the taxidermy to just be like, what the fuck is that thing? We had to fix it a few times.
Just imagine somewhere there is a 10-year-old version of my beard shaved off of my face.
Yeah.
As a wig.
Yeah.
Somewhere in Folsom.
That's what I'm saying. How dope would that be if it was my body?
I can only imagine because the last time I saw the beard, like it is shrunken in on itself even more.
Oh, God.
Like it's wilting.
Oh, God. The fact that you said people put it on, that was the, like, I'm fine with the whole thing. It was the fact that they put
like,
it
we're doing this. This is going to be funny. And then like, it's like, oh shit, this is actually working. All right, cool. Whatever. Oh, cool. Like it's on like a styrofoam head. Oh, people want it. That's weird. Oh, people are putting it on. Oh, I don't know how I feel like this. And like, it's like when other people are wearing your beard, that's when you're like, this is really gross. Start noticing, like, did I eat like pizza before?
Yeah.
What is that stuck in the beard? It's basically like epoxied in there. Like it's never.
Yeah,
coming out.
that's how I would have hid stuff in there. I would have definitely, definitely put like a fucking Cheez-It or something in there.
Just
exactly.
Just come up underneath somebody. Thanks.
Oh man. All right, so you're gonna be busy tomorrow. Not late night though, right? What time you like?
I have to go get my eyes looked at for
I look at your eyes every day,
new
Brad.
glasses.
Oh, okay.
So I'll probably be gone for like an hour and a half ish, and then while I'm out, I just have some errands to run. But I'll probably be home a good portion of the day.
I mean, I have work tomorrow, so I won't be home until later in the afternoon anyway. So I probably won't be home until I don't know.
And
4 or
Saturday
5.
morning, I have to drop my car off, but then I'll
be free
back until they say I have to go pick it back up again, and then
I need to get some 7 days recorded this weekend, either tomorrow or Saturday or Sunday. One of those days I need it. Preferably probably tomorrow because I need to pump a video out for Monday. But for the most part, like I just want to game all weekend. I want to kind of be a degenerate. Take this niacin and just fucking star citizen up.
I'm gonna be honest, we were supposed to do a whole lot of gaming. We were supposed to do a whole lot of stuff when I was down at your place.
Yeah.
Just the fucking world didn't want us to.
Yeah.
We both like literally like, you want to take a nap? A nap sounds good, man.
Bro,
the
we
podcast was up for a little bit. Like we should probably go to bed. We should go to bed. Got up. I'm hungover.
It was that thing that was like when we were like, all right, man, let's wrap it up. And like as we were like locking it down, you're like, I'm so glad you said you were ready to go to bed. Like, yeah, man, I was fucking tired. So
yes.
We're getting too old for it.
We're getting old, man.
We're getting old. You played like what, 2 or 3 games of Tarkov?
I don't know if I'd call it like play. I was like, oh, I got some quests I can try to like just like knock out. Just like right in, just dead, like, yeah, that's about right. Just like not even upset that I'm just dying. It's like why did I even bring in some nice gear? Like gone forever. Whatever.
The 2 mic things set up real well.
Yeah.
Like really well.
I was mind boggled by that. That worked
Completely
fantastic.
blown away by how fucking good that worked. To the point where after we had broken down the podcast and then we were gaming and we just had our regular mics plugged in, we were having audio issues of picking up the dual things. We should have just left it. Should have just left it.
There was a way that I could speak through that microphone and it could go into my game. That's the only thing.
I think it's
like something split off, right?
Well, I would have still what did we play that? I don't know. I was so drunk.
Overwatch.
Okay, so it would have still picked up through Discord. So it would have just been us talking through Discord through the mics. So we would have been able to hear, like, you know what I mean? It wouldn't have been in game. You wouldn't have been. Well, you could have. It just probably would have come through. I don't know how it would have worked at that point, but yeah, it's cool. I mean, I like the concept of it. I don't know how we're gonna do it during gaming situations again, but
I think if we're just focusing on recording, we could be in the same room doing it. We've proven it.
Yeah,
the science is there.
Yeah, absolutely. We did not get the Good Neighbor Bad Neighbor news stuff recorded.
We did not. We did.
You know, the thing was, like, I took that. Remember how I was telling you, I was like, oh, I was so hungover the next day. Like, I was so bad all day. We went to Chili's and, like, I had one fucking alcoholic drink. Like, I could not drink alcohol that night.
By the time I had the I was forcing them down. I was like, just drink it. First sip, I was like, you don't want this. I was like, just shut the fuck up, you pussy. And just, like, drank it real quick. And then it was like, but it wasn't like, I wasn't catching, like, a fun buzz. It was like the sickness was coming on. And now I'm like, trying to keep my eyes open.
Well, I had taken new medication.
I'm trying to be charismatic. You like my Chili's?
That girl was so into it, though. She was so into it the whole time. She was just like, "Oh my god, that's fucking awesome!" Like, you want to wear it? She's like, "Can I?"
Chili's fucking sponsors.
Yeah,
already.
Please. We're not asking for much.
Yeah, a gift card to give away.
Yeah,
there.
Gift card, a high five. We don't want it. We want to give it to somebody.
Yeah, you just you throw that hand up and we will screw it and pass it on.
Yep. Ooh, maybe we're not going hard enough. Like, we're not being blunt enough with Chili's. We're just tweeting Chili's. Maybe we need to, like,
there's an Applebee's across the street.
I want
one of your locations. Don't make me make an Applebee's chain. I don't want to do this.
Or we just start a gang war. We could
have to prove that we're really ride or die.
Okay, here's the thing. You're really ride for Chili's. Maybe I'll go be really ride for Applebee's. And that can be just the divide between the two of us.
That's the next evolution of the Good Neighbor, Bad Neighbor series.
Yeah. That was really weird. Your screen did like a quick little like freeze. It was terrifying.
Oh, did it?
I don't know if it or the niacin's about to I'm stroking.
Could be.
Yeah, too much blood too fast. What do you hear, boy?
I might be stroking too.
Good.
It sounds like there's 25 voices outside my window.
That's just schizophrenia, man.
And this is how we die. But we made it to 50.
We did make it to 50. 51.
51.
I went back. I started rewatching older podcasts because I wanted. I was going to do it for this podcast, but we don't fucking work at all putting things together anymore. But I wanted to do that recap that we were talking about that we were going to do live or whatever. And I kind of wanted to get in and like talk about some of the things that we had gone back. I didn't take any notes, but I went back and watched a bunch of podcasts. I fucking laughed so hard at some of our older stuff. And I caught myself watching the podcast as like a third person. Like I ended up agreeing with things that me and you were saying as though I was hearing it for the first time. Some things that like I had forgot we had talked about.
I was gonna say, well, we killed enough brain cells.
Oh, easily.
Like, these motherfuckers spitting facts.
That's exactly like writing it down. I was like, oh, he's got a point, you know. But I caught myself at one point being like, oh, he's fucking right. And then I was like, oh, Jesus Christ, Trevor. It's time for bed.
I'm right. I'm fucking right.
It's me. I'm the problem. So next live stream.
Is it the 69th?
I mean, we can. I think Rye had said that, and it was thrown out there, and I was like, that's a fucking brilliant idea. I think we should do a hot tub party for the 69th.
I was gonna say we should figure out how to do like a filter, or we're just naked. We just blur everything from like the fucking waist down.
Just get a green suit, and we'll see if we can green screen the nakedness, and then we'll just sit in a hot tub. I'll get one of those inflatable hot tubs for in here. Since we know the dual
Amaranth brand.
Yep. And since we know the dual mics set up, we'll just get those. Remember those mic stands that we were looking at, the boom arms? We'll get those so we can sit them on the outside.
We'll find a coupon.
Yeah.
This manager will say what again?
These fucking guys. I'm going to shut that brick and mortar down, baby.
Let's see. 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66. Oh, fuck. I lost count.
Okay. It's all right. We got time.
I think it's going to be
18 episodes, 18 weeks.
It's either June 30th or July 7th.
Good Lord. So next week I'm heading down to San Diego on Thursday.
Nice.
I'm going
Trojan. He loves it here.
He loves it there. Yeah, Chris is down there too. Honestly, I'm heading down for the day because I'm potentially picking up another one of the sister so the Davis property has a sister property in San Diego.
Are you flying?
Yeah. I'm gonna fly down.
Okay.
Driving? Get the fuck out of here. Out of your goddamn mind, sir. That's not gonna happen. It's an hour and a half flight. I'm gonna.
They made you drive to Salinas for that 15-minute.
That's a good point. It's a good point. No, I'm gonna fly down for the day, so I can walk the property and figure things out because I'm potentially taking over the turns for that unit. So that property moves out July 31st, and then I'll have 2 weeks to turn that property with like a week filter of like any little details. I come back up here. So it's like July 31st, everybody moves out. August, first 2 weeks, turn, 1 week of like buffer to fix any little things, fly back up to SAC. August 31st, Davis moves out. September, 2 weeks, turn in September with like a week buffer outside of that. So there's going to be a block of like pretty much 3 months where I'm just going to be fucking dead. Like, and if you remember last year, how fucking dead I was for summertime turns and everything,
Oh, yeah.
Bro, it's going to be brutal. So as long as...
Remember, what were you doing? Trying to roll out new carpet. You're like sharking and threw up on the carpet.
Yeah.
Like, oh.
I just watched that episode too. It's like the fourth carpet. Everything tunneled in. I was like, as I told my boss this year, I was like, because I went to Mexico, and so my pay period came up, and he's like, "Hey, did you want to put vacation down for the Mexico thing?" And I was like, "Yeah, I guess." He's like, "Well, do you think you want to take a vacation like later in the year?" I was like, "Fuck yeah, I am." Like, are you kidding me right now? Like, we get done with 3 months of turns, G. I'm fucking off for 3 weeks, and you're not gonna find me. I'm not answering my phone. I'm just gonna disappear. He's like, "Yeah, that's a good point." He's like, "Okay, I'll give you 2 vacations this year." I was like, "Give me as many vacations as I asked for." Like, it's like, you're not gonna stop me.
No one
Yeah,
regardless.
yeah. Pay me, don't pay me. I'm not coming to work. So it was hella funny. He's like, "All right, we'll get it worked out." I'm like, you're gonna have to. If I'm gonna fucking make the company money, you better be giving me something. So yeah, it's gonna be an interesting year. So we'll see how next week goes. Because apparently the manager who's down on that property has been there for like 2 weeks. The maintenance supervisor's been there for like a month. The regional manager's only had it in her portfolio for like 2 months.
This ought to be good.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it'll be a shit show. I'm ready for it. That's what I told him. I was like, I'm coming down one time. So I'm going to be down there.
Have it ready.
Yeah, have it ready. Don't fucking waste my time. We'll see what happens, though. So Is what it is.
Good luck and Godspeed.
All right, you ready to wrap this up?
Yeah, I hope it's nothing like your Davis property. You just get there like, what the fuck? Like, how did that tree branch get there? Impossible, right?
I hope
Impossible angle.
I hope it's better than the Davis property. It's a newer property, so I hope when I show up, it's like easy. It's a smaller property too, which is gonna be huge. It's newer, it's smaller. I hope it's just gonna be easy because, like I was telling him, I was telling my boss, I was like, if we have problems, me flying back and forth between Sacramento and San Diego is not going to be comfortable. And I'm not going to live in San Diego for a fucking month.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'll be down there for a week if I have to, but I'm not trying to fucking live my life in San Diego out there. Although it'd probably be so much better than Sac during that time period. It's 115 here. It'll be fucking 76 down there. So
I am not going back to Sac to deal with you over this property. I'm staying here until the weather turns.
I'll have to break down the computer, take it with me so we can fucking game and record.
At night, you're just going around sabotaging everything that's going on. Like, redo all this painting again?
Someone's got it out for us. Oh, shit. All right. Let's get out of here.
Smooches.
I'll see you tomorrow. See you this weekend. We'll see everybody next week for the next podcast. All right. Right here. Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye.